3 new bull calves on the ground, 200 meat birds in the freezer after our best batch yet, baby turkeys feathering out and getting curious, and one very happy steer who finally has some peace and quiet. It's been a huge week here on the farm. Hi and welcome back to Whitetail Acres Farm. If you're new here, we are a first-generation homesteading family in southeastern Pennsylvania learning self-sufficiency one project at a time, with cattle, pastured poultry, and honestly, constant projects. So, we are going to do a full farm update today because so much has happened in just the last week or so, and we want to bring you along for all of it. We will share how all 3 calvings went, why we were especially nervous for our first-time mama, how our 200 meat birds turned into our best batch yet in the MRC 250, how those baby turkeys are doing in the brooder, and why we decided to move Whitey in with the heifers, and why he already seems so much happier. So let's go over to our cattle pasture first because this is the big news. All 3 of our pregnant cows have now had their babies. And all 3 calves are healthy bull calves, but one of these mamas had us holding our breath more than the other 2. The mamas are doing a great job caring for them. You know, it's always that first 24 to 48 hours that we watch the closest. Are they nursing well? Are the mamas being attentive? Is everybody up and moving? And honestly, all 3 pairs have been just doing a wonderful job and doing great. They are up, they are nursing, and they're following their mama around. The mamas are so attentive. It's been such a joy experiencing this and watching them all together. They are just so sweet. We are thankful for the 3 healthy, vigorous calves and 3 healthy mamas. That's a huge win here. We have to talk about our first-time mama. For those of you who have been watching for a while, you know this girl has taken 4 years to get pregnant. 4 years. And when you wait that long for a first calf, you worry. We worried that she might have complications with her delivery or that she might not know what to do as a mama. You know, not every first-timer just knows instinctively. So we kept a very close eye on her. And she did it. Completely on her own. No assistance, no intervention. She delivered on her own and has been doing such a good job mothering that calf. If you've had a first-time heifer take a long time to settle or had a calving where you really were nervous about it, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. It's always helpful to hear how other farms handle those first calvings. And if you're enjoying these farm updates, be sure to subscribe. We post videos every week. I just love being with the animals and being with the cattle in particular. They are so sweet, and seeing her just know exactly what to do, cleaning off her baby calf, letting him nurse, keeping him close, it's such a relief, and honestly so rewarding after waiting so long. This was one of those moments where all of that patience just pays off. What a successful last few days here for us. So let's switch over to the poultry, because we also got all 200 meat birds processed, and this was our best batch yet. There were no issues of the birds overeating, which if you've raised Cornish cross, you know that's always a concern. Sometimes it grows so fast that they have leg issues or heart issues, and we didn't have any of that this time. They were all great weights, very uniform, and it was easy raising them in the MRC 250, which is our Mobile Range Coop. If you're not familiar, it's the mobile coop on pasture where we move them daily onto fresh grass. They get that fresh forage, the bugs, and the sunshine, and we get healthier birds and better pasture behind them. And the unit's solar powered, so it's easy for us to handle, and we just have to move it every day. They just thrived in there, and it's such a good feeling having all of that healthy meat in the freezers now, knowing where it came from, how it was raised, and that it's going to feed our family. And this is why we do it. The freezer's now full, and it's a feeling that's hard to beat. And the baby turkeys are doing great as well. They have been in the brooder for a couple weeks now, and they're growing so nicely. They're starting to get their feathers, and you can really see those wing feathers coming in. And they're getting so curious. You open the brooder, and they all come running over to see what's going on. They're so cute, and it's been such an enjoyable experience having them. Later this week, we may be able to clean out and relocate the MRC 250 to move the birds in there on pasture. So we're going to get that cleaned out, get it moved to fresh ground, and get those turkeys out of the brooder and onto grass. Stay tuned for that. That move is always a fun one to watch. And one more change we made. We felt bad for our one steer who we called Whitey. He was in the pen and pasture with our mamas, but they pushed him around a lot. And when you have pregnant cows or cows with calves, they can get a little bossy. Poor Whitey was definitely on the bottom of that pecking order. So we decided, now that the calves are here, it would be a good time to move Whitey in the pen and pasture with our heifers. So we freshened up the pen with another bale of straw, and then swapped out that smaller feeding trough with a longer one. That way Whitey would have room to stand at it when he eats with the heifers. Then we separated Whitey from the mama cows and led him through a man gate that led to the field where the heifers were. Our heifers have a much better temperament. They're younger and calmer, and we thought it would just be more enjoyable for him to be out there with them. And he seems happier already, more peaceful, and well, with some young ladies to keep him company, how can he complain to that? Honestly, just watching him graze without getting pushed around or getting pushed away from the hay or water, that tells you everything. He's more relaxed, he's eating better, and it just feels like the right fit. So all in all, it was such a productive and successful week here. 3 healthy bull calves, and Mama's doing great, especially our girl who waited 4 years for her moment. 200 healthy meat birds in the freezer, turkeys feathering out and almost ready for pasture, and Whitey finally getting that peaceful life that he deserves. We appreciate you being with us, and we will see you on the next one.